What's up, YouTube? And this is a big day. We have the Atlas Cross Sport. This is the SEL. It's time to take our first look. So coming around the front, we have a cool new grille with the brand new updated Volkswagen emblem. Pretty sweet. I actually really like the styling of this truck a lot. Smaller than the existing Atlas. This one is in the tourmaline blue, so that's kind of your 360. So to come in here, we have your LED headlights with the insane daytime running lights. We'll show those in a second. If you look all the way down in the bottom, they did a great job in this car hiding your parking sensors, which are far too often just kind of like all stamped into the middle of the bumper. So great job there. 20-inch wheels. The only badging on this car for the Cross Sport is actually on the side, which is pretty interesting. You know, the rest of it all says Atlas. So just to come around the back real quick, you'll notice here that it does say Atlas right in the center. This being the SEL V6, the car comes in two models. You have the 2-liter turbo and the V6. Huge tow hitch on the back, which is pretty sweet. And 4Motion is optional and equipped on this car as well. I want to show the lines of the back. This, I think, is a gorgeous feature. You'll notice how it's pretty aggressively sloped in opposition to the previous Atlas, which is pretty much straight flat. So great look at that. Very similar in a lot of ways to the Audi Q8. You'll also notice the crossbars sit flush on this car. Now that's not a huge deal, but pretty good to bring the sightlines of the car down. I think that does also help visually differentiate this and the other Atlas, which we have right behind us. You'll notice the sightline's much higher, the higher rails, and the not as sloped coupe-like back. So one of the big concerns on this car, with it being slightly smaller, is your trunk space. Let's take a look. It is huge. So massive trunk. You have the lights on the side, the little channel thing here, which works for the tonneau cover, which we have right there. Yeah, massive trunk space. Then let's take a look at the interior. I'm just gonna use this button right here so I can close the power lift gate. And let's head inside. Before we get to the driver's seat, where all the fun stuff is, we're going to take a look at this new interior. More of a beige color than the current Shetland, which is their sort of gray beige, or grayish, if you will. You'll see here we have the panoramic moonroof that, you know, we're kind of known for at this point. Down on the bottom, this car has the 2 USB ports and your actual plug. So if you got to get any work done, you can plug your laptop in. It's not that bad a spot to sit back here as an adult. You know, maybe throw your laptop on here, get a little work done in between meetings or whatever you're doing. And then we have this view right here. So we're going to hop around into the driver's seat and take a look at what's going on. Alright, so here we are at the front half of the car. We're going to hop right in here, and first thing you'll notice is that brand new VW logo and our digital cockpit. So digital cockpit, great feature. It allows you to put, you know, kind of whatever you want up there, from navigation to miles per gallon. A digital readout of just saying you're going 43 miles an hour if you don't like the traditional speedometer. But some added stuff on here too. So I'm trying to get my phone to focus which is really tough because it's a giant screen. There you go. You kind of see it. This actually tells you the speed limit of the road you're on. Drive slow by Boston Volkswagen because it is a 20, apparently. So most of this area is 20 or 25 anyway. The steering wheel, we have a few more functions. Notably on this steering wheel right here, you'll see the icon for heated. That in the past was over on the climate control setup. Now it is in where I think is more sensible, on the steering wheel. If you select view right here, you can see, ooh, maybe I should, car's not on because I'm in the showroom of the store, but if you go through view, you can adjust basically the size of what you're looking at, which is very helpful as we go through. Let's turn that on. Ooh, it's rhythm of the night. Which is really great, that view button, when you smash the like button if you like this song. So as you go to the view button, you can have your navigation with, on the bottom right hand corner down here, a very small digital speedo, or you can go back to the more traditional setup while still being able to see your navigation in the center of the screen. Additionally, on this side, we have our cruise control features. This car having adaptive cruise control, you can turn that on here, set your speed, and it will accelerate and brake for you with the flow of traffic. So, kind of normal at this point for us, at least in this trim level, but great features nonetheless. Now, coming over to this side, we have the same proximity touchscreen display as on our previous gen cars or the current Atlas. As you raise your hand to the screen before you touch it, you'll notice this bar of buttons popped up. The SEL comes equipped with navigation, which we saw on the digital cockpit, or you can come back over here and switch the map to the side display if you find it distracting on your dashboard. So great feature there. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are equipped. Coming down here, kind of tough to see. There you go. We have a lot of USB ports in this car. We have 2 more in the front as opposed to the prior one, which is great. Coming over here, we have our mode selector. So snow mode, we're in New England, so that's a great feature for us. Road mode, which comes with the options of Eco, Normal, Sport, or Custom. We have our off-road mode, and then if you'd like to make your own custom mode, that's what this mountain star is for. You can kind of figure out whatever you want, okay? But that generally concludes our tour of this car. Alright, so if you guys have any questions at all or want to see how any of the specific features of this vehicle work, feel free to drop it in the comments. That's kind of where my content comes from, unless we have a new car come out like this, so I can actually show it to people. But yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to know about the car, and I'd love to be of help. And come check it out.